back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Now a man who really stepped up last year, this is Matt Breida. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Hey, orbit. Go ahead.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to take a shot. It's into the hands of Matthews for the 49er touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready up. Rotate. Hot shot. Mark 56.
Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 20. Flag.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
56, right there, 56. Watch the run.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. They run from the shotgun with Washington. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep. Into San Francisco territory.
That's another Baltimore first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dez Bryant with his 16th touchdown of the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson dancing to his left. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run here with Ingram. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run with Coleman on first down, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now on 2nd and 16, Garoppolo, he's going to let it go, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gold with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. As the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Let's go.
A gain of 18 on the play.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Here we go. Let's go, King.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Russell. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And a short gain down to about the 33. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the ball. Watch the ball. Yeah. Motion. Check. Shift. Let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. By Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there on the screen pass. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught for the 2 points. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy, because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Better bring it. You better bring it. Okay? Smith. Come on. You better bring it. Pick the edge. Pick the edge.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson steps away to his left. He'll run it. Space to maneuver at the 40, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action with Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Washington now out of the gun. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch the run. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, we look small. Team, we got to get to the ball.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D. Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
56. Check 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kwan Williams.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson forced out to his left. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eric Armstead. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a toss play. It's Breida. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! Where's the mic? Watch 21, 21. Come on, boy. Hey, Delta. You got to be ready.
Garoppolo to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they're going option. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Eric Armstead in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the 49ers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans.